Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket. And today I'm looking at Her Story, which is an FMV game where I watch interviews with a woman who may or may not have committed a murder. This being a video game, I assume she did it, but I'll let her tell you that, because this is her story. Is this the start button? Ah, that would've been, I did nail it. Excellent. I love it already. It's just Windows 95. It's even got the glare of the screen behind it, and I can see the reflection of a head. My head. Doesn't have my hair though. Okay, you are logged in as guest. Okay, so Southeast Constabulary. It's very hard to read words when they're in a semicircle. Right, so this is British. This is all the menu for the game. This is excellent. Okay. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work, said the person in the 90s. The database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, example, robbery, into the search field. Click search and the database will return all clips which the speaker uses that word. Interesting. Instantly immersive, because that didn't feel like a tutorial at all. That felt like I'm someone learning how to do my job. Search terms, murder. Sure, why not? Okay, let's watch one. I feel nervous. I feel like I'm prying.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
I am uncomfortable. I am really uncomfortable. Okay.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Simon was murdered. I already feel like I want to search all the search terms. Simon, February, me, what's that?
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Your face is far too pointy for me to trust. Okay, Simon, I guess? Wow, this is really cool. 61 entries found, access limited to the first 5 entries. This is great. This is instantly great because I'm choosing to look up Simon, but someone else could look up like murder weapon or stories or, you know, her name or something. Me looking up these clips means I'm instantly getting a different experience to anyone else who would play this game.
Simon Smith.
I need pen and paper. I need to make notes. Murdered. Simon Smith. Detective NichBoy. That'll strike fear into her heart.
Feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
He's a mirror maker. Oh, I can put in my own tags. Job. Oh! I feel like I'm messing with police records right now. Okay, so right now, she's acting like he's just missing. I assume she's in a relationship with him. I love that the game doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, obviously, I guess I'm supposed to figure out what's going on, but how do I know when I've solved it? How do I guess I've found all the clips? Put them together in an order here? Weird.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy.
He's a mirror maker, of course he's not.
There must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Don't you fake concern. Okay, totally stuck now. Alibi? Hey.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later.
What?
We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
You're an insane person. What? Okay. Talk of murder. Baby? Ugh, I hope not. Okay. Baby? Oh, this is so cool! Just nice design. It's so organic.
It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby.
So this is
It was wonderful to be
the 6th,
away from home.
before
Together.
she's like the suspect.
Since then, we've always tried to go away for our holiday.
She still thinks he's alive.
I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back.
I'll never go down there.
That's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
But you're lying because you said later that you set it all up. You took the body down there. Bin bags. Okay. I'm gonna finish off baby.
I lost the baby.
Oh, bad choice of words. Lying about finding body downstairs actually planted it there. Here we go. Why does she have a guitar? Why is she doing a sing-along? She is crazy. These are the worst detectives in the world. Singing voice. That was very weird.
The van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it.
Okay, so who's Eric? Oh.
He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric.
Okay, here's my theory so far. Jacket Lady and Simon are trying to have a baby. They can't have a baby. She has an affair with Eric, who is Simon's boss. She gets pregnant. Simon possibly comes home and finds out or something. They kill him, hide him in the cellar, pretend like they didn't know he was there, because they were talking about like protecting the baby and stuff. I could be totally wrong, but at the moment, that's where my head is at. I've got my notes, so I'll be able to actually jot some of that down and sort of keep going from here. It's definitely a game where you need to constantly pay attention, and I think it would really help writing things down. I love the mechanic going on here. It's interesting because this is a game that the game part of it doesn't seem to actually exist. This is a simulation. This is a simulation of looking through files trying to solve a case. The thing I love about it is there's nothing here that is reminding me that I'm playing a video game. I'm actually going, oh no, I'm searching through clips, I'm trying to figure out a mystery. There's also a weird thing to sort of look at here, which is the idea of narrative and editing, because once you play those first 5 clips that you sort of had access to, the game then just opens up and you can start looking at whatever you want. It would be so hard to make sure that every one of these clips needs to be its own self-contained story. And you need to know that these clips will be played out of context all the time and in completely different order for every single person who plays this game. So it's really impressive that I am managing to build a narrative myself from looking at these things that will be completely different to the narrative you build if you play this game. It's impressive that the game is managing to pull that trick off. Maybe it's actually a trick in our brains. Maybe it's us being able to filter information and figure it out, and the game is just taking advantage of that. I've never really seen this in a game before, committing this much to this idea. The central mystery as well is one that's really interesting to me. I love how I have no idea what's going on and I'm just learning bits and pieces and getting new context for things. Suddenly other things make sense once you've learned something else. You go back and look at that clip and you go, oh right, okay, so she was lying about the fact that she didn't know there was a body down there. That whole clip now, I need to look at it, like I've written down my notes here. On the 3rd of the 7th, 94, talk of murder, baby. Then if I look at the 17th of the 6th, 97, Simon goes missing. I know that everything on the 17th of the 6th that she's saying is probably a lie. So then every clip that I see before the 3rd of the 7th potentially she's just lying, and I need to figure out like what is a lie and why is she trying to misdirect me. I think that's really clever, and it makes the game really, really deep. Her performance as well is pretty solid. You can see the edges of her sort of putting on the sort of like pretending to be affected and that sort of thing. But then I wonder if a lot of that is her actually pretending to be affected. Is she pretending to be worried because she knows exactly what happened? But then when it gets down to actual key emotional beats, this actress totally nails it. So I'm in. I'm totally in this game. I hesitate to even call it a game. In fact, I wonder if this woman actually murdered someone in real life and the police have released a video game to try to solve this fiendish crime. It's too real, but fear not. Southeast Police Department, Detective NichBoy is on the case. Officer out. Now, guitar. She keeps going! Don't pick it up.
Say something?
No,
Not the world.
kill me instead!